How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome, basketball fans, to another exciting season of basketball right here on Redeemer Radio. Your announcers, Kenny Barr and Bob Mers, are ready to bring you all the action of tonight's games. Turn up the dial, sit back, and relax. Redeemer Radio has your courtside seats ready.
Defense!
Welcome, everybody, basketball fans. And that's Bob Mers and I, excuse me. Bob's to my right, and I'm sitting here watching the buzzers go off and getting ready for a doubleheader tonight. Mishawaka Marian Knights from the western part of the state are in the house tonight here at Bishop Luers High School. We're going to do a doubleheader. Ladies first, guys second, like we always do. And I apologize for a little bit of lateness. They had some goings on here at the school, and things got off a little bit late, so we're going to be here for a long time anyway, so it's not a real big deal. The Mishawaka Marian Knights, and we're going to try and avoid that all night long. And every time I say night, I hear the bad pun and the joke rolling on. They're 1-6 on the year, and the Lady Knights from Bishop Luers are 4-3 on the year, and they've lost their last two, so they need a little bit of fixing going on there. And Bob, you know, it's hard to do a pregame when you don't know a whole heck of a lot about the other team.
No, we know that the Bishop Luers Lady Knights are playing very well, and when you have Emma Wolf and Kayla Kanapke on the team, you know Bishop Luers is always going to be strong every game. It looks, Kenny, like we're probably getting ready for the prayer and the national anthem. Especially with two Catholic schools, I know we're going to get a prayer one of these seconds.
Yeah, you need them in secular schools too. It's not going to hurt a thing anyway. You know what? If you can hear this game, though, it's thanks to our communication sponsor, Dr. Todd and Mary Briscoe and the Briscoe Family Dentistry. Their generous financial support helps make this Redeemer Radio sports broadcast possible. Need emergency dental care? Call Dr. Briscoe at 486-9950. That's 486-9950. Now we'll tune into the public address announcer.
Oh, they're introducing.
Oh, they're going to introduce everybody. Okay, let's go to our in-house opening prayer then.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Let us pray. As we gather in your name, O Lord, there are so many things for which we are grateful, for you have created us in your image and likeness, and you have filled us with gifts and talents and abilities. We thank you for the gifts that you have bestowed upon these athletes, their coaches, their parents, and their supporters. We ask you to bless this contest in which we show forth the beauty of creation by using our talents wisely. Help us always to use them for your greater honor and glory in a spirit of fairness and competition, so that this game may truly be a way of bringing to the world an awareness of you who are Lord forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And a huge thank you to our travel sponsor, our one and only travel sponsor. That's H&L Electric. They specialize in commercial needs for the business community. H&L Electric can handle the smallest to the largest of projects for your business. Call Pete Hendry, 357-0123. That is 260-357-0123. And some of the starting lineups now, Bob, are being announced. And Bob will catch the Bishop Luers starters, and I have the Mishawaka Marian starters for you. She is a 5'10" senior, listed as a guard forward. Number 13, Savannah Denig. Number 14, Elizabeth Priller. She stands 5'5". She's a junior. She also is a running mate at guard. They run a three-guard offense to the Marian Knights. Greta Meixel, she stands at 5'6". She's a sophomore, so she's got some skill set. Matter of fact, a very young basketball team. Megan Urbanski, a 5'6" junior, sophomore, and Taylor Wright rounds out the starting lineup. And we will stand for the national anthem. good, very good. Man, oh man, where do they find these students?
What a deep voice.
That's Rich, and he's a young man. Wait till he gets a little older, and he's going to be a rock solid singer. Very,
Kenny,
very
as you
impressive.
mentioned, the inexperience of Mishawaka, they're starting 3 sophomores.
And that's probably going to be a little bit tough on them. Oh, I'm sorry. We have in-house prayer.
For the last week, we've been doing reflections for Advent and mercy. So we'll start with our reflection on mercy means crossing the moat today. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Pope Francis wrote that we need to go forth in order to have mercy, especially to the poor and the sick, those who are usually despised and overlooked. According to our faith, there is an inseparable bond of relationship between us and the poor. We can feel safe and religious, the Pope says, walled off from sin, within structures that give us a false sense of security, within rules that make us feel safe. While at our door, people are starving for light and love. Let us go forth then, he says, to offer everyone the light of Jesus Christ. Mercy moves us to cross the moat. We proclaim at Mass, we await the blessed hope of the coming of our Savior Jesus Christ. Each of us is the Savior someone needs. We can make our Advent our coming to them. Tonight, let us pray that we go out and we find those in need and that we are the light of the world for them. Let us also pray this evening for the safety of our players and for the safe travel home from Marian High School. Together we pray, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Very nice. You know what? Just can't get enough prayer. You really can't.
Especially in the way the world is today.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, let's get on to the basketball, Bob.
The starting lineup, Kenny, for Bishop Luers, number 3, Kayla Kanapke, 5'9" senior. Number 5, Catherine Kanapke, 5'11" sophomore. Number 14, the do-everything Emma Wolf, 5'8" senior. As Bishop Luers goes, Emma Wolf will lead them. 25, Grace Everett, 5'8" senior. And Sarah Braun, a 5'9" senior.
And they're giving Emma Wolf some sort of special award, assigned basketball. And I bet you it's for scoring of some sort. They didn't give us a heads up on this.
I'm not so sure if she might have broken the all-time girls scoring record. I don't know, because as you mentioned, they haven't given us any information. But Bishop Luers is starting 4 seniors and sophomore Catherine Kanapke. So
we'll make a mental note, Bob, because Coach Pixley said he would come over and talk to us after the ball
he will
game.
straighten us out.
Yeah, well, as straight as we can be straightened up. So one of our favorite referees is on the floor, and he's going to be with us between games. Tom Muse has been doing this for about, 30 years, I bet. We'll get some information from him. He throws it up center and controlled by Mishawaka Marian. And they are going left to right. As we sit in the gym looking across at the scorer's table. Defense picks them up really, really high.
Bishop Luers playing tight man-to-man right now, Kenny.
Very tight. And almost got a steal right out of the gate. Denning with the basketball. She flips it over to Priller. Priller is in between the circles. Dribbles to her right, flings to the right wing. They're going to run a little bit of a weave across the top, trying to free somebody up. Nobody's running any picks, so they don't even have to switch to man-to-man. Emma Wolf slowly crawling toward the defender. Now they dump it down to the left wing. Looking to get inside the post. Good inside post defense by Sarah Braun, denying the pass inside. The Marian hasn't had the basketball. They've had it 45 seconds. They haven't got it inside the three-point arc yet.
And they're really not moving toward the basket, are they? They're just playing out by the 10-second line.
Oh, and maybe even closer. Yeah, closer to the 10-second line than the arc. You're exactly right, Bob. Maxwell with the basketball. She flips it to the left side to Denning. Denning finally inside the lane. Kicks it back out, fakes a 3, drills behind her back, and we're going to reset the offense again. Hands it off to Denning. Denning and Priller playing a little pitch and catch, Denning and Maxwell playing a little pitch and catch on the top. They finally try to dump it down on the inside. He gets there. Taylor Wright with a shot, and she is fouled. They burned up 1 minute and 15 seconds before they put the ball up in the air. So I would say that these young ladies have been coached in ball control.
And they're averaging 42 points a game, so it'll be interesting if the way they play, Kenny, they can get 42 points a game.
We want to welcome our friends at WRDI, Napanee, Michiana, listening in today. Hopefully we will do you well. Substitution on the floor already for the Bishop Luers Knights. Knapke down and Taylor Bradley, 5'11" junior, into the lineup. First free throw is missed. Second one goes in. Nothing but string music. So Mishawaka takes the early lead. The baseball score, 1-0. And here come Bishop Luers Knights. Emma Wolf going to run the point. Pick set at the top of the key. Flips it over to, well, it swung it all the way back over to Wolf. But Sarah Braun had her hands on it for a little bit. Now Grace Everett, she's still outside the arc. Kayla Knapke, 3 on the way from the right corner. No good. Rebound goes long. Emma Wolf skies, takes it out of there, brings it back. She's in the corner. She launches one. She is fouled. That's going to be 3 free throws as she was behind the arc as she pumped that up. So at 6:19, Emma Wolf going to shoot her first free throws of the ball game. That foul was called on Greta Meixel. Of course, that's her first of the ball game. First free throw is up, rolls around and misses. A rarity.
I was just going to say, this is not the girl the Mishawaka Marian Knights want to foul, but I'll be surprised if Emma doesn't hit the next 2 here.
And she missed the second one. Rebound, Luers, stepped out of bounds, so the ball is going to go to Mishawaka Marian. And I was mistaken. I swore she jacked up a 3, Bob, but apparently her foot was on the line, so there was only 2 shots. Missed them both. The score remains 1-0. 6-12 early first quarter action here. Over the timeline come the Marian Knights. A couple of spin moves.
Nice move.
No help side defense that time. Credit Megan Urbensky with the bucket. And the Bishop Luers tries to throw it down court. Stolen. Tipped. Oh, the same. Marian tipped their own pass out of bounds as 2 players didn't see each other. Priller tipped it out of bounds and a pass intended for Urbanski, and Urbanski was on the run down the left side of the floor.
Luers already has 2 turnovers, and that's uncharacteristic of the Lady Knights this early in the game.
They dump it into Bradley, try to kick it out to Wolf. Wolf, shot on the way, rims out, no good. Rebound bounces off the floor. A lot of hustle over the far corner. Whistle stops play. They're going to point it. Which way?
I think it's going to Luers. I couldn't tell. They never signaled.
Everybody started walking one way, but they're going to stay down there, so the Luers are going to put on a full court press. So Mishawaka has the basketball, and with a 3-0 lead at 5:38, I'm going to try and trigger it in against the full court press the first time Bishop Luers has implored
This looks like this is going to give Mishawaka Marian some trouble here, Kenny.
Grace Everett got her hand on it, slapped it out of bounds. It's going to remain Mishawaka's basketball. No, they're going to give it to the Bishop Luers Knights. A lot of traffic downstairs, so the Knights have it under their own hoop. They get it out to Knapke. And Kayla gets inside the lane, spin move, shot block, defense stays there. Bradley with the garbage, puts it up and in.
That's what they brought her in to rebound.
So, first basket of the day for the Bishop Luers Knights goes to Bradley. And it's 3-2. Marian brings the ball over the timeline. Half-court press, really aggressive, and a foul is called on Kayla Knapke. Way out by the 10-second line. She tried to slap the basketball away.
Kenny, it sure looks like they want to put a lot of pressure on Mishawaka, doesn't it? It looks like their guards are having some trouble handling the ball right now.
Well, they're certainly going to do their best. They got a 1. Is that a 2-3 zone, Bob? They got one way out high, so a 1-3-1 maybe?
It's hard to. I'm trying to watch where Bradley is. She's sort of floating.
Well, it worked well because Emma Wolf just stole the basketball. She's over the timeline, heading down the lane, kicks it out. A 3, nope, fake. And having a little trouble getting a handle on the basketball.
You can't leave Emma open.
Wolf,
she's wide open.
No good. Rebound, hits the floor. Here comes Marian. They got a 2-on-2. A head fake. She splits the defense, puts it up and in. Counted for Mishawaka and Megan Urbanski.
Oh, she's playing well.
She gets in there and gets down the lane. That's the second time she's done that. And she was fouled on the play. So she's got a chance to get an old-fashioned three-point play.
She's only a sophomore, 5'6", but she sure is aggressive. She already has 4 points, Kenny, and they have a 5-2 lead.
Grace Everett guilty of the personal foul. That's the third one on the Bishop Luers Knights. And she makes the free throw. So, quickly a 6-2 lead for Marian. Emma Wolf with the basketball. Goes over the timeline, bounces to Kayla Knapke down in the corner. She's looking for Bradley in the post. No room there. They throw it in there, gets slapped around. Wolf recovers it, gets it over to Grace Everett. Kayla Knapke ran a baseline. Now she's on the other side. Tried to dump it down inside to Sarah Braun. She lost control of it. Marian on the steal. Here they come up the floor. Meixel slows everything down. She stops it in between the circles, hands it off to Priller. Priller flips it over the corner to Urbanski. Urbanski's Anijah Payne who's in the lineup. The kick swinging back around the shell. Now they got it down in the right corner. 3 on the way. Denning. No good. Nope. Count it. Oh, and they say it was only a 2. Must be I better get my bifocus, folks.
I thought that looked like a 3 also.
8-2. Mishawaka on top of the home team right now.
Coach Marks Pixley cannot like the slow start that Bishop Luers Lady Knights are having right now.
Grace Everett, Sarah Braun, and Emma Wolf playing a little pitchy catch outside the arc on the left side here, trying to get somebody to move against the zone that's tossed up by the Mishawaka Marian Knights. And right now, it's they're not doing a whole lot of anything.
And they're really packing it in, aren't they, Kenny? They're making them shoot from the outside.
Kayla Kanaki tried to drive the baseline. She got a little shovel pass, and it got slapped around. 2 bodies on the floor. Whistle stopped play, and the ball is going to stay. There's a jump ball called, and it's going to stay at the Bishop Luers end of the floor.
Bishop Luers is averaging 55 points a game, Kenny. We've played almost 5 minutes, and they only have 2, so their offense is really in slow gear right now.
Wolf with the basketball, puts the fake on her opposite number, backs up, gives herself a little room, forces one, no good. Rebound fought for. It's tied up by Kanapke and Urbanski, and this time the possession arrow goes the direction of Marian. And a timeout on the floor. I'm kind of surprised Coach Pixley waited that long, and he'll take a timeout. So will we. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF Columbia City at Fort Wayne and 95.7 FM WRDI Napanee, Michiana.
Redeemer Radio gladly thanks Dr. Mark Stoner, a St. Jude parishioner, for underwriting a portion of our programming. Dr. Mark Stoner offers comprehensive dentistry for every family member. Dr. Stoner is now accepting new patients at his new location, 9830 Auburn Road. For more information on services for all dental needs, Dr. Stoner can be found on the web at markstonerdds.com or reached by phone at 260-484-4181.
You can help support your Catholic parish or school and help yourself in the process with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Elevate program. Call Elevate at 844-230-6611 or visit them online at NotreDameElevate.com to learn more. Mishawaka basketball. They get it over the timeline and pick it up with no place to go with it. And they got a relief valve. Now they're swinging around the shell. Urbanski with the 3 on the way. I know it's a 3 because the referee put his hand in the air this time. Rebound, jump ball again. This time Payne and Kanapke. So the girls are fighting for rebounds on both sides of the ball. The Knights have the possession arrow, the basketball, a 6-point deficit, and we're exactly 3 minutes to go first period, Bob.
Luers got to move the ball around the top of the key. Can they keep moving the ball, try to get it inside, which they did. They got to work inside, outside to get this zone moving.
They threw it inside to Taylor Bradley, and she was fouled on the wrist as the basketball entered the lane. So you're right, Marion's packing it in, and they are not letting them get anything inside the paint right now offensively. They're going to make them shoot jump shots, and they can. Kanapke got one to the right mid-post, put it up, and got pushed, no call. Marion with a rebound. Here they come up the floor. Meixel with the basketball. She looks around, stops, goes back in between the circles, pitches it to the right side to Priller. Priller to the corner, 3-pointer, count it.
Boy, she likes that 3-pointer.
No, and you know what? I did it again. I'm 0 for 3. That was a 2. Wow.
She's got 4 points and playing well.
Kanapke, they try to get it inside to the right low post, and Kanapke and Payne hit the floor, and they hit it hard. They're going to call the ball out of bounds on Luers. So Mishawaka Marian comes into the Knights' house and puts it to them here this first 2/3 of the first quarter.
Coach Mark Pixley took out his tallest player. He's going to go a little smaller to try to match up with Mishawaka Marian, it looks like, Kenny. Yeah, it's like they got 3 guards and 2 forwards.
Madison Jennings checked into the lineup for the Bishop Luers Knights. Spin move, hand off, plugs it over to Payne. Payne is at the top of the key, dribbles inside the lane. Wolf tips the pass, recovered by Mishawaka Marian. She drives, throws up a wild left-hander. Ball's bounced off 2 or 3 sets of hands. Rebounded this time by Sarah Braun. Runs it down. Wolf, head pass to Jennings. Jennings goes to the baseline, tries to get it inside to Kanapke. And again, Mishawaka just buries bodies down on the inside. Michael slapped it out of bounds.
Emma Wolf or Kayla Kanapke going to have to start shooting that outside shot to loosen up the inside, won't they, Kenny? Because they're packing it inside. Darren Luers to shoot from the outside.
Makaya Roby checks in the lineup for Mishawaka. The Knights throw it around the
There's
shell.
what they got to do.
Finally gets down in the paint. They caught the defense on the shift and caught them with their back to the basketball. So 10-4. The Lady Knights from Bishop Luers down by 6.
Hard to believe that's Bishop Luers' first basket in almost 6 minutes.
Roby started to float across the top of the key, and an illegal pick set by Elizabeth Priller. That was moving a lot. That was more like a running pick, almost a running block. So her first foul of the ball game, and that's the third on Mishawaka Marian. They enjoy a 10-4 lead with 1:35 here in the first quarter. Braun with the basketball buried in the right corner, kicks it out to Wolf. She's way high right wing, looking for somebody to release. Knapke off the screen, on the shot on the way, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. The first not hotly contested rebound I've seen here this whole quarter, and it's going to stay Bishop Luers' way. Let's see. I see Priller down, and who snuck in
Greta
the lineup for?
Michael, 5'6" sophomores back in. She's one of the starters.
Catherine Knapke. Oh, they ran the nice
play.
Ran it down inside, put it up, and traveling. Sarah Braun walked with the basketball. They did work it quick. A couple of nice passes. Never put the ball on the floor. She got the look she wanted. She just shuffled her feet and lost possession of the basketball.
Coach Pixley can't be happy. They have only 2 baskets and 5 turnovers. That's not the way for Bishop Luers to get a good start here.
Greta Michael brings it over the timeline, throws it to Urbanski. Urbanski, she's going to try and drive the lane. It's plugged up, so she kicks it out to Michael, who's on the right wing outside the three-point arc. Payne calling for the basketball. Michael, crossover dribble, stops at the free throw line, dumps it down to Payne, who's on the mid-left post. Floats it over to Roby. Roby drives.
Nice passing.
Top of the key, fake. Nope. Throw it to the left side, left wing. 3.
Well, that's
Count
a 3.
For Savannah Denning with a 3. So it's 13-4. And the Bishop Luers Knights, I think, are slightly surprised by the 1-6 Marian Knights.
Savannah Jennings, Kenny, has 7 points already.
And the basketball's coming our way. Madison Jennings has to hit the floor to get it. It got loose from everybody. Emma Wolf tries to make the broken play into something, and she is fouled from the backside as Greta Michael tried to pick her pocket. That's her second foul of the ball game. I'm sure she will find a place on the bench quickly. And Kalia Abdullah checks into the lineup. She is a 5'4" senior.
Shea Bigland's number 10, a 5'7" senior. Kenny is also in for Luers, trying to get a little more quickness.
Wolf drives lane, puts it up, fouled. Oh, there she is. You're pointing at it, I'm going, I don't see her. She's kind of a thin thing out there. On it. Well, Emma Wolf's going to check up to the free throw line. Down 13-4. The Knights could use all the points they can get. The clock is stopped at 18.9. And after missing her first 2 free throws, she drains that one like nothing ever happened different.
Emma Wolf has 3 points, and as you mentioned, Kenny, this is surprising. Again, Bishop Luers has almost as many points as they have turnovers right now, and that's very surprising. And that's Emma's 3rd miss.
Jump ball called. Possession arrow goes Mishawaka's direction. 16.1 on the clock. 13-5 your score. And full court press quickly put on by Bishop Luers. Lazy bounce pass that got into Abdullah. She gets over the timeline. She's quick to the basketball.
Oh, good defense by Luers, though.
Ball got slapped away. Abdullah recovered it. Slow bounce pass. There's 6 seconds to go. And Braun with the basketball. Stops, looks for somebody. Finds Catherine Knapke. She throws up a 17-footer. It's short. Rebound, Payne. Buzzer sounds end of 1. 13-5. Mishawaka on top of Bishop Luers. And you are listening to 106.3 FM, WRDF Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM, WRDI, Napanee, Michiana. Welcome home to your family of faith.
This is Jason Schiffley, principal of Bishop Dwenger High School. Students enter our school as children and emerge as adults, prepared to go out into the world with the tools necessary to become citizens of 2 worlds. Our enriched curriculum focuses on academics, service to the community, and participation in extracurricular activities, all while building on the foundation of our Catholic faith. Tuffy, our saintly mascot, reminds us that we are all called to be saints. Call us at 260-496-4700 or visit us online at bishopdwenger.com to find out how you can become a Dwenger saint.
Think of Briscoe Dentistry for your family's dental care. Dr. Todd Briscoe and team know that your body is more than just teeth and gums. Your oral health affects the performance ability of your entire body. And on the field or court, you want your body to perform at its best. So trust Dr. Briscoe and team to provide the ultimate in preventative, periodontal, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry. To optimize your body's performance, contact Dr. Briscoe at 260-486-9950 or on the web at briscoedentistry.com.
Our first quarter sponsors, Eisman Property Management, a local company that offers owner services for residential properties from a single home to larger complexes. If you're a property owner needing full-time maintenance staff to care for your property or need to find a rental home, Eisman Property Management is here to help. Contact Eisman Property Management on the web at 456rent.com or call 456-RENT. That's 456-7368.
Mishawaka with the basketball. Emma Wolf just stole it out of the air, drives, misses, rebound, slapped out of her hands, and a foul on the play. And Shea Biglands is going to go to the free throw line. She was fouled. She got the rebound on the trailer on the play. Wolf got a little bit ahead of herself and got just a smidgen too far under the iron.
There must be a full moon out. Kenny, Emma Wolf has already missed 3 free throws and missed a layup. And Bishop Luers is down 13-5. They're going to turn it around here, but this is a very slow start for the Lady Knights.
Make it 13-6 as Bigland calmly walks up there like an old professional. Range the first free throw. She is a 5'7" sophomore junior guard in the lineup for the Lady Knights. Second shot is up and in. Count it. 13-7 your score. 7:27 second period just getting started here at Bishop Luers High School, and timeout called. Very interesting by Marian and girl Gina Perlmeyer, the head coach of the Mishawaka Marian, and she apparently didn't expect that to happen. So hey, you know what? We've got a second quarter sponsor, and I'm going to dig it out right here. They are Holy Cross College. They are proud to bring you the second quarter of tonight's game. Holy Cross College is an affordable Catholic college offering a life-changing, life-affirming education, and it's closer than you think. Just 2 hours away. Search for them on the web. Holy Cross College at Notre Dame, Indiana. 13-7 your score, 7:26. Early second quarter action here. And the Bishop Luers Knights put on a full court press, caught Marian off guard. They had to burn a timeout to get themselves reorganized, and they're still having trouble. Almost a 5-second call. They kind of flip it into Urbanski. She kind of head down and charges up the floor. Now they got a 2-on-1.
Oh, nice move.
But she come up short. Payne with a rebound from Mishawaka. Flips it out to Urbanski. One dribble, gets inside, 8-footer, count it. So I think the Bishop Luers Knights are actually just getting out hard, hustled and outplayed right now, Bob.
And Megan Urbanski has 7 points. Bishop Luers looks like they're just not ready to play right now, Kenny. They'll wake up, but it's taken them a while, and Coach Pixley cannot be happy right now with the start.
Emma Wolf jacked up a 3. It was no good and went long. Mishawaka come down with the basketball. They missed the shot. Here comes Emma Wolf.
Nice pass.
She finds that middle of the corner. She was stripped. Loose ball. 3 on the way. Count it. Emma Wolf finally hits one of the 3 bombs that she is somewhat famous for. She made 11 in a sectional game last year, so we know she can shoot.
Mishawaka Marian better find her. They're going to be behind real quick because Emma's on, it looks like, right now. It took her a little while to warm up.
Urbanski has the basketball. Emma Wolf tries to got picked off the play. Urbanski good drives, dishes. They put up a little 8-footer. Wow, Payne over the back of Braun. No call. Basketball rolls out of bounds, and it's going to go to Bishop Luers. Kayla Kanapke and Taylor Bradley back into the lineup. Catherine Kanapke and Emma Wolf going to have a seat for the Bishop Luers Knights. 15-10 your score, and Bigland brings the basketball over the timeline. Gets it to chest. Kayla Kanapke.
Oh, nice pass.
Caught the defense standing around. Sarah Braun, the recipient of a nice pass on the baseline drive. 15-12 now as the Bishop Luers Knights are starting to claw their way back into it.
Took them a little while to get started, Kenny, but they're hitting on all cylinders right now. And this press has got Mishawaka Marian. It's causing them a lot of trouble. They're not running their offense as smooth.
Megan Christensen having a little bit of trouble.
Illegal pick.
Another illegal pick right on the top of the key here is Savannah Denning. Tried almost an NBA pick and roll, but she kept on rolling. There was a pretty solid collision between her and Biglands out there. But Shea Biglands seems none the worse for wear. She brings the ball over the timeline, and a 3-2 zone employed by Marian right now. They dump it down to the inside again. Going to try and work that last play like they did. Didn't work. Loose ball. Rolls out to Bigland. Bigland flips it to the right.
They're going to look for Kanapke. She's a good shooter from that corner.
And she drains it. Kayla Kanapke ties the ball game at 15. So Bishop Luers Knights on a nice little run. Urbanski's going to try and stop this thing all by herself, and she goes charging into the lane and bangs into Sarah Braun, and Sarah's probably going to get called for the foul here.
Megan Urbanski, 5'6" sophomore, but boy, she's very aggressive, and she sure looks like one of the better offensive players for Marian right now.
She's not afraid to get in there and mix it up. Now, it wasn't in the act of shooting, and only the fourth foul of the half on the Bishop Luers Knights, and the first foul called the game on Sarah Braun. So Mishawaka will have the basketball under their own hoop. Having trouble getting
good defense by Bishop Luers Knights.
Sarah Braun ties it up with Savannah Denning. So the possession here stays the direction of Mishawaka. They're going to try it all over again. Running a nice play. They finally get it to Urbanski. Urbanski's going to hand it off to Denning. Denning, one dribble, drives inside. Somebody got a hand inside, and the whistle stopped play as the referee says she got more arm than she got anything. So
I think it's going to be Shea Biglins.
That'll be the fifth foul called against Bishop Luers. 7 against Mishawaka right now, so the fouls are slowly evening up. As the score is 15-all here at 5:09, second quarter action. Long inbound pass, Megan Christensen has it in between the circles. Puts her hit down, a little bit of pick and roll action. Taylor Wright kicks it to the left side. 3 on the way by Urbanski. Count it.
They're going to have to know where she is, Kenny, because she's killing them. That was the 3 that time, and she's just a great shooter.
Beglins throws a nice pass down inside. Fielded by Everett. Everett tried to get an inside pass, and it was stolen by Urbanski. She drives all the way, puts it up. Rebound goes long, pulled out of the sky by Mishawaka. Priller kicks it around the shell. Christensen, crossover dribble, didn't fool the defense that time. She gets it out to Denning. Denning in between the circles for the right side to Priller. Priller, she does the same thing. Just a float to the top of the key. Dumps it down to Denning. Denning's going to try and drive the baseline. She's cut off. Long bounce.
Nice ball movement.
Urbanski, 3 on the way from the left wing. No good. Rebound pulled out there by Bishop Luers. Grace Everett. She hands it up to Biglins, and Biglins loses control of the ball. And here come the Mishawaka Marian Knights. Priller down the lane, puts it up, it's in, count it, and a foul. So the Mishawaka Marian Knights have stemmed the run of Bishop Luers and now enjoy a 5-point lead. 4:14 here, second period action. Elizabeth Priller going to step up to the free throw line to complete the three-point play, or at least attempt to complete the three-point play, and a couple of substitutions. Emma Wolf back into the lineup. Catherine Kanapke back into the lineup for Bishop Luers.
Seven baskets for Mishawaka Marian, and 2 of them are threes, and we thought, Kenny, they could have had a couple more, didn't we?
Free throw, no good. Taylor Bradley slaps it out of bounds, and that ball's going to stay Mishawaka Marian's direction. So a little bit of laziness, not getting a good grip on that rock, cost the Bishop Luers Knights a possession. Mishawaka triggers it under their own hoop. They get a lot of people moving. A double pick sends up Christensen. She's got it left wing outside, slowly dribbles it backwards, hands it to Urbanski, back to Christensen in between the circles. Gets it down inside to Priller. Priller, defense cuts her off. They throw it around the shell. We're out in between the circles. Urbanski trying to direct some traffic. 2 Knights slowly sneaking up on her. Now they break apart. Back to a man-to-man, and Emma Wolf slowly chasing her out. Tries to spin her way into the
nice,
lane.
good defense.
Nice pass right into Sarah Braun's hands, and Sarah comes down the right side of the floor. Picks it up, hands it to Emma Wolf. She's exactly in between the circles. Over the top pass to Kayla Kanapke. Shot partially blocked and taken out of there by Taylor Wright from Mishawaka. They get it to Priller. Priller slows things down, goes over the timeline. She is out in between the circles, drives to the right side, the double high pick. Uses the right one, hands it to Urbanski. She's about 3 feet out right wing. Emma Wolf leaning toward her left because she's seen Urbanski do that crossover dribble.
She's going to try to slow Urbanski down.
She did a little bit. They dump it down to Christensen. She's almost in the right corner. Now they're going to flick it around the shell a little bit. A little bit of back and forth, Priller and Christensen. And they do run a modified pick and roll. Here's another one at the top of the key. This one, Urbanski, no pick that time. She just drove around somebody, handed it off to Taylor Wright.
Mishawaka's very patient right now.
Priller to Denning, left wing. Excuse me, that's Christensen, left wing. Gets it over to Wright. Wright fakes a 3, throws it down in the corner. That is a 3, and it's way off the mark. That was a rangefinder, first one of the night. Didn't hit anything. Emma Wolf with the basketball, tries to beat the defense. Now she gets inside, puts it up with the right hand, hits the iron, no good.
Good rebound by Emma.
And she is fouled on the rebound. So Emma Wolf trying to make it happen all by herself that time. The Knights, I knew I'd do that. Bishop Luers down by 5, 20-15. 2:40 in the clock, Bob. Second period action. And Emma Wolf to the charity stripe.
Emma Wolf was not to be denied that time, Kenny.
or that time. And she drains the first free throw, makes it 20-16.
She's 2 out of 5 from the foul line. And 7 of the 16 points.
Madison Jennings checks back into the lineup for Bishop Luers. And I apologize, I saw Michaela Roby, and I didn't see the other substitution for, it was Aunt Payne who just rebounded the missed free throw. So everybody's on the floor. Priller with the basketball over the timeline, greeted immediately by Jennings. She just buzzed around her like Jennings was standing still, kicked it over the right corner for Christensen. Back to Priller.
They look like
Roby,
Luers in a zone now.
And Payne just crashed into Emma Wolf, no call. Over the top, heading to us. Good ball movement this time, but the defense by Bishop Luers stands tall, and they're going to reset the offense again. Back out between the circles, kabang! The pick and roll is more like a bang and roll. Didn't work. They have to kick it back outside. Going to reset it again, and I see timeout. Hurlmeyer unhappy.
Mishawaka Marian's coach is a little disappointed. They are moving the ball around, but they're just not moving in, are they, Kenny? They're just passing it around and not really getting any look at the basket.
Last couple times down the floor, so let's take a 30-second break ourselves to listen to Redeemer Radio. Oh, that was the old legal ID. You're listening to WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM, WRDI, Napanee, Michiana. Welcome home to your family of faith.
The right solution matters. First Federal Bank knows businesses come in all sizes, from family-owned to mid-sized enterprises, all the way to large corporations. And we believe banking solutions should too. Whether you're looking for a way to improve cash flow or finance a multi-million-dollar expansion, we're dedicated to finding solutions custom fit to you. I'm Perry Level. To learn more about First Federal Bank's commercial banking solutions, call me at 260-432-0022 or visit first-fed.com. After all, we're better together. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And the buzzer sounds. 2:05 left second period action. And the Bishop Luers Knights are down by 4 to the Mishawaka Marian Knights. They're playing a very good ball game. 20-16 is your current score. And everybody's slow to come back to the floor. Yeah, Gail Hermeyer was not happy with the execution of the offense the last couple times down the floor. And if body language speaks volumes, I heard her yell right through the head.
Mishawaka Marian has 13 points in the first quarter, Kenny, and they only have 7 here in the second quarter, while Luers has had 11 this quarter.
Christensen puts a shoulder down and runs into Madison Jennings, but Jennings was on the move, so the white number 12 was going to get the foul called on her. And I think that'll be 7 on Bishop Luers. And that will put her at the line for a 1-and-1.
Both teams are 1-and-1, aren't they?
Kayla Kanapke in and Madison Jennings out. They haven't changed it on the big scoreboard yet, but they have put the girl at the line. Maybe that's an 8 with a burned out bulb.
Wow.
Bring rain? Nope, didn't bring anything. Rebound Bradley. And to Kanapke, who finds Emma Wolf over the timeline with 1:50 to go. Sarah Braun has it way out on the left wing.
That's how you beat the zone.
Kayla Kanapke, and she comes up short. Rebound Payne. Payne gets it out quickly to Denning. Denning finds Priller. Priller back to Denning. Denning thinks she's going baseline. It got cut off. Picked up the basketball, have to go over the top. They get it down the inside to Payne. The defense didn't shift very well. She kicks out to Christensen. Christensen 3 on the way. Hits the iron twice. No good. A rebound. Sarah Braun of the Bishop Luers Knights. Ahead to Emma Wolf. Down the right side, she pulls it back. The defense picks up on her quickly. Kayla Kanapke dumps it down to Bradley. Bradley turns.
Nice move. That's what they got to do. Get that ball inside. And that's smart playing by the Bishop Luers Lady Knights.
Sky Roby with the basketball over the timeline. She's going to get double teamed. She didn't move, and she moved rather well that time. She got it away from it. And Priller with the basketball. Back to Roby. They're playing a little pitch catch across the top. Now they dump it clear down to the baseline to Denning. Denning finds somebody cutting inside the lane. Shot no good. Rebound, Kayla Kanapke, or Catherine Kanapke. She gets it over to Emma Wolf. Emma finds Kayla in the corner. They get it back to Bradley again. Bradley.
Nice move.
On the move. She's double
they're calling a jump ball.
Jump ball. Good defense that time by Mishawaka Marian. And Anijah Payne with the good hands.
Kenny's 5'9" freshman, but she's very impressive this early in the game here for Mishawaka.
20-18 your score. Mishawaka still up by a pair. 41.8 to go here in the second quarter. They get it into Kanapke. They dump it again down to Bradley. She tries to go up with it, and this time she's fouled, and I'm going to take a guess at it might be Savannah Denning guilty of the personal foul. That is her second and the team's 9th. And she was fouled in the act of shooting, so she's got a chance to tie the ball game here with 36.9 to go.
Taylor Bradley had a basket in the first quarter and a basket here in the second quarter, and now she's 1-on-1 from the foul line.
3-point bomb. Christensen into the lineup for Mishawaka Marian, so we know what they're thinking. A little bit of offense for defense substitution here, which is pretty normal for this part of the ball game. Second free throw on the way. It's kind of a knuckleball, but it finds its way through.
Good form by Taylor Bradley. Just tied it at 20-all for the Lady Knights of Bishop Luers.
Bishop Luers backs up, going to play a little bit of tight half court. Look at that, 1-3-1 again, Bob.
Yes, they've been giving the guards for Marian some different looks, and it's been causing trouble on offense for Mishawaka.
Put Sarah Brown at the point. To get it in the corner, going to sling it around the shell, trying to look for somebody. You got to flash to the middle a little bit sooner or later. And this 1-3-1 kind of being ornery to Marian. 12 seconds to go, and they're not even, hadn't even looked at the iron yet.
Their coaches at half court telling them to start moving the ball because you're going to run out of time here.
It'll be to Priller. Priller, shot, bank, count it.
That's the way to do it.
From the right toe, and that's going to be the half. 22-20, Mishawaka Marian up by 2 over the Bishop Luers Ladies Knights. So let's take a break here, and we'll come back with our halftime show. You're listening to Redeemer Radio. And we're broadcasting on 2 different stations tonight, and it's a great thing. 106.3 FM WRDF Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 WRDI Napanee, Michiana. Welcome home to your family of faith.
Programming on Redeemer Radio is underwritten in part by Bob Busher Homes. Floor plan customization is what they specialize in. Find floor plans, building sites, and read Bob's story on the web at bobbusherhomes.com. Bob Busher Homes is locally owned with offices in Fort Wayne and Angola. For more information about new home building or remodeling, Bob Busher Homes can be reached at 260-490-3355.
A clean office space. Okay, that's an easy choice, and choosing the right company to clean your business is easy too. Sioka's Professional Cleaning is the choice of a lot of Fort Wayne companies because of the 100% satisfaction guarantee. Sioka's does it with built-in check systems to make sure your business is cleaned beyond your expectations every time. First impressions are critical, so make sure yours is always the best with professional cleaning from Sioka's. The best people, the best service. 483-2112 or online at siokas.com.
Spherion Staffing, locally owned by the Pentenberg family, excels in finding the best candidates for industrial, clerical, customer service, non-clinical healthcare, IT, and professional direct hire placements. Spherion clients are accustomed to getting the right employees at the right time, every time. Spherion Staffing supports the proud excellence of the Dwenger Saints and the Luers Knights, both on the field and in the classroom. Whether you are seeking your next career move or searching for great employees, call us at 260-496-9900 or visit us on the web at spherion.com/FTWayne.
Hi, sports fans. Sean McBride here, inviting you to try the Barbershop experience. St. Joe Center Barbershop, located at the corner of St. Joe Center and Maplecrest, prides itself on professionalism, cleanliness, and a family-friendly atmosphere. In their third generation of family ownership, they have a combined experience of over 125 years. Give them a call at 485-6981. It's my barbershop of choice. That's St. Joe Center Barbershop at 485-6981.
Halftime here at Bishop Luers High School, and this game, it proves to me that you just got to quit looking at the paper and trying to decide what's going to happen, because the Mishawaka Marian Knights, who are 1-6 and look like they've been struggling all year, are on top of a team that we thought was going to be in the upper echelon of the SAC and probably still going to be, but they're leading 22-20. Historic St. Felix Catholic Center is open for retreats, located in Huntington, Indiana, on 30 scenic acres with plenty of recreational areas and a serene Blessed Mother Grotto. St. Felix Catholic Center is the perfect location for a single day of prayer to overnight retreats. Former home of the venerable Solanus Casey. Come visit today, would you please? Plan your visit at sfcatholiccenter.com. Well, Bob, I'm kind of surprised. How about you?
Very surprised, Kenny. As we've been talking, the first quarter, Mishawaka Marian, you thought would have blown Bishop Luers right out of here. They led 13-5, but Bishop Luers came back in the second quarter with 15 points. So Bishop Luers only had 2 baskets in the first quarter. They really woke up in the second quarter with 15. Emma Wolf with 7, and Taylor Bradley has 6. And Kenny, if they can keep putting that ball inside to Taylor Bradley and Catherine Kanapke, that'll open it up for Kayla and Emma Wolf, because if you can get them worrying about inside, then Emma can start shooting that three.
Well, and I think that they got to get it inside to Bradley quicker. The help side defense has snuck up behind her twice, blocked it, or had, I don't know what, 4 or 5 jump balls, which was kind of surprising. You don't see a lot of jump balls that aren't on the floor in girls basketball. And there's been, I think, 3, maybe 4 of a girl just getting a hand on the basketball, and they're both about the same strength, so they're not slapping it loose. The thumbs go up, the whistle stops, and you see who's got possession arrow. So they're going to have to get in there quicker, and then Bradley's going to have to be aware of who or what is around her, because if they're still sneaking on the backside, don't spin, go up with the thing.
Emma Wolf's doing a pretty good job on Megan Urbanski, a 5'6" sophomore, but Megan Urbanski has 10 points. Senior Savannah Denning looks like a pretty darn good ball player. She's got 7, and Elizabeth Priller has really been touching the ball also. She has 4, and Anaja Payne, 5'9" freshman. She has 4 rebounds, and for a freshman, she's really causing trouble inside with for Taylor Bradley and the rest of the Luers Knights.
She looks like she's got a nose for the basketball and a little bit of a smarts of the game. You know, we talk about cerebral basketball knowledge sometimes, and freshmen sometimes just go out there and go through the motions and learn on the fly. I think the Payne gal knows a little bit more. Maybe she's got some older brothers or something. I don't know. I haven't looked at the boys' roster yet. But she's definitely an asset to that ball club down on the inside on the defensive side of the ball. No doubt. Communication sponsor for halftime. Hey, if you could hear this game, it's thanks to our communication sponsor, Dr. Todd and Mrs. Mary Briscoe and the Briscoe Family Dentistry. Their generous financial support helps make this Redeemer Radio sports broadcast possible. Need emergency dental care? Call Dr. Briscoe, 486-9950. That's Dr. Briscoe at 486-9950. And let's take another 2-minute break, and then we'll get Bob to put his coaching hat on and return for third quarter action. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM WRDI Napanee, Michiana. Welcome home to your family of faith.
Not a second to spare. At First Federal Bank, we know that's how you feel when running your business. You need banking solutions that make the most of your precious time. We offer tailored solutions to help you manage your cash flow and services designed to streamline your paperwork, all with your time in mind. Call me, Tracy Bodan, at 260-432-0022 to learn how you can feel like you have a personal bookkeeper working for you around the clock, or visit first-fed.com. First Federal Bank, better together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tri-State Warehousing is one of the most complete service-oriented companies in the warehousing field today. Located in Fort Wayne, Tri-State Warehousing is a 50,000 square foot dry and temperature-controlled storage facility, serving 2/3 of the continental U.S. with overnight rail service. The dedicated staff and specialty services of Tri-State Warehousing are known throughout the industry. For great things in store, call Tri-State Warehousing, 260-436-2010. That's 260-436-2010.
We're all searching for answers, searching for meaning in our life. But the world and the culture give us empty solutions and empty promises. We know there is more to life because we're searching for the real truth and a real meaning. You can stop searching because you found Jesus Christ at His Catholic Church. Redeemer Radio. Welcome home to your family of faith.
There's a new dining experience in Fort Wayne, just waiting to be discovered by sports fans everywhere. Newly remodeled The Lodge, located in the Coyote Creek Golf Club, is open to the public, offering great daily lunch and dinner specials. Bring the family in to enjoy our spacious family room after the game. The Lodge is proud to support Bishop Dwenger and Bishop Luers football. Come celebrate the W's with their friendly staff. The Lodge is located at 4935 Hillegas Road. To save your table for after the game, call 260-203-3154.
Welcome back to Bishop Luers High School. A couple minutes to go here at halftime, and I'm going to be really mean to Bob and call him Gina. Gina Hurlmeyer, the head coach of the Mishawaka Marian Knights. Your team's up 22-20. You're pretty much controlling the tempo the way you want it. There are times down the floor that you got a little excited. What's the halftime speech?
They've done a real nice job, Kenny. She's got to be very excited, but as you mentioned, it seems like the pressure is getting to Mishawaka Marian. Bishop Luers has been changing defenses, so the big thing is Mishawaka Marian's guards have to tell right away what defense they're in. That's been causing a little problem. As you and I have mentioned, Mishawaka Marian's playing almost at the 10-second line. When they move the ball around, they do a nice job. Keep Megan Urbanski and Elizabeth Priller and Savannah Denning. They're the 3 scorers. They just have to handle the ball a little better. They have 6 turnovers, and they got to handle Bishop Luers' pressure. And at all times, they got to know where Emma Wolf is. And also try to do a little better job when that ball gets inside. Taylor Bradley's sort of having her way, isn't she?
Well, she's starting to. As long as she spins the right direction and the help side defense doesn't have a chance to help, then she can cause some damage down the inside. Okay, I quit calling you a girl's name. Now you're Mark Pixley. You're down 2 in your house in a game you probably thought you were going to dominate.
He started off real slow, only with 5 points, but they got Emma Wolf going, Taylor Bradley. Again, Coach Pixley's got to like the defense. I think, again, he's changing. He's playing man-to-man. He's playing zone. That's screwing up the offensive rhythm of Mishawaka Marian, so he wants to keep changing defenses. He wants Taylor Bradley and Catherine Kanapke to dominate inside and also try to get Kayla Kanapke and Emma Wolf outside. If they can get that inside-outside game going, I think Bishop Luers will be hard to beat here in the second half.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and absolutely correct me if I'm wrong. How many times, other than tonight, have we seen a girls' team do a 1-3-1 defense?
Not very often.
That's really rare, and that's why I didn't recognize it at first. And so I go, hey, it is. It's the old 1-3-1, and I like the defense, but you give up the baseline when you do. Our third quarter is set to begin here, and the Hubcap Express is the expert in run-flat tires and plus-size fitment. Need your tires straightened? The Hubcap Express fixes bent wheels. For all your tire needs, visit Hubcap Express, located at 606 West Coliseum Boulevard and on the web at hubcapexpress.com.
The Lady Knights have had 7 turnovers, and so Coach Pixley will also want that shut down a little bit. Again, Bishop Luers can keep the pressure up on defense and look for the ball inside to Bradley and Kanapke. Luers will be in good shape here.
Well, the Knights, Bishop Luers Knights, put on the full court pressure, and Marian has trouble getting the basketball on. They finally bounce it to Denning. Denning is picked up right away by Sarah Broad.
Man to man now.
Really going to get after it here, at least on the first possession. Bounce pass over to Meixel. Meixel brings it out to in between the circles. A little fancy dribbling in between the legs. She's stopped, and the 5-second count is going. You better get moving. Yep, and that's going to cost you.
Good defense by the Lady Knights.
Stood around and watched everybody. They were shuffling. The offense wasn't standing around for Marian. They just didn't go anywhere. So, first turnover of the half goes the way of the Bishop Luers Knights. Emma Wolf over the timeline, slowly approaching a 3-2 zone defense is what it looks like. They're crashing down hard as soon as the ball gets down inside the paint or close to the baseline. Wolf with a 3-pointer. Count it.
That's the way to beat the zone, especially the way Emma Wolf shoots the ball.
The Knights, I think that's their first lead of the ball game, Bob.
I think it is, and Emma already has 10 points.
And a quick turnover, Back up to Mishawaka the other way. And Urbanski going to try and go all the way, throws up a prayer. Rebound on the weak side. It's a prayer. It's no good. Taylor Bradley comes down to the basketball. We got a track meet, Bob. Let's go. Emma Wolf.
And I don't think Mishawaka wants to get in a track meet.
Kicked it out to Kanapke. Kanapke mishandled it, so she decided to drive. She puts it up. Missed it. Rebound Taylor Wright of Mishawaka. She gets it forward to Denning. Denning finds Priller, and Priller's going to slow things down a little bit. Slims over the left side to Meixel. Meixel takes a peek, and we got a zone set up again by the Bishop Luers Knights. Kind of a 1-3-1. They're not really where they wanted to be. Now they're chasing around a man-to-man now.
And Sarah Braun is watching Urbanski. They got to slow her down.
And Sarah Braun steps in the passing lane, tips it. Mishawaka recovers, drives, puts it up. Foul on the play, and I think Emma Wolf tried to take the charge, and I believe they're going to call the block on Wolf. They certainly are. So that was a fast minute and a half. My favorite kind of game. Let's go.
I think Coach Pixley would love to see Bishop Luers up-tempo, and I don't think that's Mishawaka Marian's game.
Oh, Greta Meixel, 5'6". She's just a sophomore. Getting a lot of solid playing time. Oops, she needs another biscuit for breakfast. That barely grazed the front of the iron. Way short.
Mishawaka Marian is going to have to play tough here. This game could get away from him real quick.
Found enough muscle on the second one to get it up and in. We have a tie ball game, 6:28. And Emma Wolf gets it down to Taylor Bradley down the inside. She got to put it on the floor because it wasn't a good entry pass, but good enough where she could control it and fouled as she went up with the shot. She was fouled from the backside by Taylor Wright. excuse me, they're going to call that on Denning. Well, they could have called it on both of them. Wright got a big chunk of her.
And Savannah Denning has 3 fouls and 7 points, so that'll help if Luers can keep her in foul trouble.
And it doesn't look like they're going to the bench, so they're going to leave her on the floor for now. First free throw by Taylor Bradley rolls out. No good. Second one on the way.
She's 3 out of 4 from the foul line.
Finds the mark, so Bishop Luers up by 1 in the full court press again. Given Marian all sorts of trouble trying to get it inside. As soon as it's in there, they're doubling them up, so it's a full court trap basically what they're running. So they're going to check the basketball shape of the Bishop Luers Knights. They're going to have them running all over the floor. They try to dump
Good
it down
defense
inside
by
the
Luers.
and Bradley tips it away. Kayla Kanafsky comes up with it. Underhanded pass to Sarah Braun. Sarah Braun looking for Wolf. Wolf stops, pops a 3. Knuckleball, no good. A rebound. Fought for. Jump ball. And the possession there goes Bishop Luers' direction. So Grace Everett, I believe, was one of the 2 gals fighting for the basketball.
Mishawaka Marian hasn't played 3 minutes, Kenny, and they already have 3 turnovers, and they had 6 turnovers in the whole first half, so they got to watch their turnovers.
And Mishawaka just got Denning out of the ball game, so going to save her for a little bit later with 3 fouls. Emma Wolf finds somebody down the lane, drives, puts it up, foul on the play. So with Bishop Luers being up by 1, Emma Wolf should go to the free throw line. No, they're going to say that was on the floor.
Oh, I thought she was driving also.
They're certainly driving. So they triggered into Kayla Kanafsky. They get it down inside, shot up, foul again. This time the foul is on Anijah Payne. And Sarah Braun got the entry pass. Again, put the ball on the floor, which you probably didn't need to do, but it's a really hard habit to break when you're used to doing
And Mishawaka Marian starting to get in a lot of foul trouble. Sarah Braun is 0 out of 1 from the foul line. She's got 2 points. Just a good rebounder, good overall ball player for Bishop Luers.
Missed the first free throw. Gets lined up for the second one. It's in the air and through the iron. So 25-23 your score. 5:48, and again, Bishop Luers Knights put on a quick full court press. Little loopy pass into Urbanski. Tries to throw it ahead to everybody.
Oh, nice play.
Payne, and it's blocked by Emma Wolf.
What a play by Emma.
And the Knights starting to control tempo here. They get it back to Emma Wolf. She's looking to drive down the left side of the lane. She does. Stops, pop. Oh, she's hammered hard. That ball had no chance of getting to the iron. But Payne was not going to let her put it up there. No way.
Mishawaka Marian getting close to needing a timeout. They're starting to come unraveled a little here.
Elizabeth Briller has popped up, and she's going to check in the scorer's table for Mishawaka. Emma's first free throw is on the way. Count it. And we'll see who she's going in for. Going to go in for Anijah Payne. Payne's a good-looking ball player for a freshman.
Emma Wolf has 11 points and 3 out of 6 from the foul line. She's usually deadly from the foul line.
She missed again. 26-23 your score. Bishop Luers up by 3, and quickly Mishawaka gets up to the floor. Shot, nope. Crossover pass over top of the key. Their left wing, 3, long rebound. Put out there by Bradley. Bradley finds Emma Wolf. And she's got running mates on both sides. Crashes right into Roby. Really.
Well, they didn't call it.
No call there. Scramble for the basketball. Kayla Kanafsky has it. Bounce pass to Bradley. She's inside the circle. Finds Wolf. 17-footer left baseline. Count it.
Emma Wolf has really picked up the scoring as we thought she would.
And they're trying to run with him. Triller runs down the floor. Shot no good. Young rebound. She's fouled by Bradley. And that last shot by Emma Wolf was a 3, Bob, so it's 29-23 the score. 4:54 on the clock here. Third period action from Bishop Luers High School. And Taylor Wright puts up the free throws. First one is wide left. A 5'11 sophomore. Frontline player for the Mishawaka Marian Knights. Madison Jennings checks back into the lineup for Bishop Luers. Second free throw is good. 29-24 your score. 4:54 the clock, third period. And this is the slowest I've seen it here the whole period.
Emma Wolf has 14 points, 7 this quarter, and 2 threes this quarter. They got to slow her down.
Madison Jennings dumps the ball down inside to Braun. Braun works her way inside the lane, puts it up and rolls around, no good. Bradley has inside position, lost control of the ball, and it's going to stay Bishop Luers' direction. So Taylor Bradley with a good body position that time. Her opposite number is also named Taylor. It's Taylor Wright.
Taylor Bradley with 7 points and 4 rebounds for the Bishop Luers Knights.
Round the horn, they get it to Wolf. She puts it up, no good. A rebound, Mishawaka Marian. Good rebound by Mikesville that time. She gets it forward quickly to Urbanski. Urbanski gets inside the lane, tries to kick it out to Roby. Roby fakes a three, picks it up, flips the top of the key to Mikesville. Mikesville backs up in between the circles, takes a look. Roby sets a pick 4 and then rolls toward the center. Didn't work that time, so they give it over to Young. Right, excuse me. One dribble, finds Urbanski to the right side. She gets inside the arc, back outside the arc, thinks about it, looks around, tries to take a pick from right, doesn't use it, goes the other direction, and it's a bounce pass over to Roby. Roby dumps it down in the corner to Michael. Michael tries to drive the lane.
Good defense by the Lady Knights.
Roby got a good look from 3 that time. She puts it up and in.
Boy, did they need that one. They had 2 free throws the entire quarter, Kenny, so that's the first basket. They needed that to get back in the game here.
29-27 your score, 3:38 to go. And Bishop Luers brings it over the timeline. Wolf slowly dribbles to the right side, flips it to Jennings. Jennings gets it over to the left wing. Kayla Kanapke. She gets it to the high left post. She kicks it back to the baseline to Braun. Braun throws one way up. It wasn't anywhere close to hitting anything, but nothing. And Elizabeth Triller comes down with the basketball. Gets to Michael. Michael fakes the 3, gets inside to Bradley. Bradley reaches in and fouls her, so she's going to get a couple of free throws for her effort. Greta Mikesville, 5'6", another sophomore. This is going to be a good basketball club, even later in this year, Bob.
Yes, they're very young. They started 3 sophomores, and good-looking young ball club.
Oh, the first free throw did everything except go in. It rattled around, and one of those, it looked like it's 3/4 in the iron and find a way to pop back out. So Kayla Kanapke and Taylor Bradley have a seat for Bishop Luers. And I believe Shea Biglands and Catherine Kanapke back in the lineup. Second free throw on the way. Good as gold. Count it for Greta Mikesville. 29-28 your score. We got us an interesting ball game. 3:11, third period. Wolf bounce pass to Biglands. Biglands, got a slip out of her hands. Back to Jennings. Jennings tries a lazy pass and he gets slapped out of bounds. Good hands that time by Mikesville. Couldn't hang on to it, but she disrupted play enough where we're going to have take it out of bounds right in front of us after a substitution by Mishawaka Marian. Priller back in, and she's going to spell Urbanski.
Urbanski does not have a point this quarter. Emma Wolf and the Knights have done a nice job defensively on her.
High post, kick it out. It's a 3 by Biglands. No good. A rebound really high. It's a hot potato. Nobody really wants it, and it ends up by the scorer's table. Which direction did they point, Bob?
I think they pointed toward Mishawaka Marian. That was anybody's ball, wasn't it, Kenny? That was a wild one.
It was a typical hot potato where nobody can quite get a handle on it. Priller triggers the basketball into Mikesville. Mikesville over the timeline. Good dribbler with both hands. Fakes a drive, kicks it over to Michaela Weaver, who's checked into the ball game. Over to Roby. Roby's way outside. She's going to drive around Biglands and drive down the lane. Puts up a floater. No good. Rebound up and in. Taylor Wright on the offensive glass. Nice job, and that puts them up by 1.
She has 5 rebounds, so that gave them the lead. 30-29.
Roby all over Emma Wolf. A couple of lazy passes. I'm surprised that they got away with it. Biglands with a shot. 17-4.
Nice looking shot.
Floated right through. So the Bishop Luers Knights up by 1. 2:07 to go.
Now Luers is back in the zone, Kenny. That 1-3-1 that you talked about earlier. And this has been giving Mishawaka trouble all night.
Almost got her pocket pick. Jennings chasing the basketball. As soon as she picked it up, she's double teamed. They're going to throw it way over the top that time. Now they dump it down over in the corner to Weaver. Weaver, another floater. That's going to get him in trouble. With the basketball. Another cross-court pass to Roby. A snap pass over to Mikesville. Mikesville to Priller. Priller down.
That's a nice pass.
And she is fouled. That was good ball movement. Those last three passes were not them floating helium balloon kind of things. They got to the mark and they hit the person where they need to so they could do something with it. You know, it's not off to the left or in their ankles or anything. So good ball movement by Mishawaka Marian. Long inbounds pass. Roby.
Oh, bad.
And Bigland's going to take it up and put it in. And Roby just didn't get a handle on it.
Shea Biglands with 4 points, giving Bishop Luers a 3-point lead here.
For the last 4 for Bishop Luers. Mishawaka over the timeline. Meixel has it. And they're going to try and slowly trap her into the corner. The 1-3-1. They approach her, and it works. Bounce pass goes right to Sarah Braun's hand. Sarah hands it to Bigland. The Bigland finds Wolf. Wolf over the timeline to the left side. And everybody's down on the baseline, so they had to float one over. Bigland with it. Bounce pass to Emma Wolf. Boy, they're going to get their pocket pick doing that, too.
They're lazy passes right now on both teams.
They get it inside to Kayla Kanapke. She didn't have any place to go. Let's give it to Wolf. Top of the key. Knuckleball. Hit the front of the iron. Rebound. Tip. Pulled out of there by Weaver. Mishawaka still got it. He walks it over the timeline. Flips it over to guard Priller. Priller's got to have to deal with that 1-3-1. She finds Weaver. Weaver looking around. She finds over the top. Shot.
She was wide open.
Mike's was wide open. And it was the pass wasn't a floater, but it wasn't a snap pass, but she had plenty of time to put it up and in. So 33-32, Bishop Luers up by 1. We're within 25 seconds of ending the third quarter here. And I think Coach Pixel is saying last shot, please. So Madison Jennings gets it to Bigland, and they're in no particular hurry to go to the
Mishawaka better know where Emma Wolf is, because she's going to have the ball here at crunch time.
And she's got it in between the circles. Roby, she just stays right on her. Wolf lost control of it, lands in Taylor Wright's hands, and jump ball called. And possession goes to Mishawaka. So it was 6.3, and they're down by 1. Mishawaka has the basketball. I'm surprised the Knights, yeah, here they come.
I was going to say, I'm surprised they're not pressing them, as you said, Kenny.
Badger the basketball enough where they don't get a real
Oh, boy.
Jacked one up from half court, no good. And with 1/10 of a second left, the Bishop Luers Knights will have the basketball, and nothing will happen here. So let's get ready for our third quarter action. You can't catch and shoot .3, and that's been proven more than once. So let's take a 1-minute break. The Bishop Luers Knights up by 1, 33-32. You're listening to 106.3 FM. WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM WRDI, Napanee, Michiana.
Shawnee Construction and Engineering is proud to support tonight's game. We specialize in commercial and industrial construction and use unique life cycle principles to provide our clients the highest quality craftsmanship for the life of the project. Shawnee Construction and Engineering are partners with you for lifetime savings. We can be found at ShawneeConstruction.com or at 260-489-1234. That's 260-489-1234.
He has counted to infinity twice. He once set a land speed record on a surfboard. Bruce Springsteen calls him the boss. He is the most fascinating man alive.
I don't always buy diamonds, but when I do, I prefer Peter Franklin Jewelers. Stay sparkly, my friends.
Our fourth quarter sponsors, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. Help support your Catholic parish or school and help yourself in the process with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Elevate program. Call Elevate at 844-230-6611 or visit them online at NotreDameElevate.com to learn more.
Kanapke dumps it down inside to Bradley. Bradley puts it up.
That's what they need to do, Kenny. That's
muscled it up over the smaller defender. Weaver only stands at 5'6". And Bradley 5'11". She took advantage of that 5-inch height and a little bit stronger body build and put it up and in. 35-32 your score. 7:50. Fourth quarter action just getting started, and it's a toilet ringer run all the way around and popped right back out.
Taylor Bradley has 9 points, and she does damage inside for the Luers Knights.
The Mishawaka Marian throws it down in the corner. Over the top again to Urbanski. That pass worked twice in the last minute and a half for him. Hands it to Urbanski to Priller, back and forth, playing a little pitch and catch across the top here. Tries to get inside. Urbanski stops, pops about an 8-footer. It's short. Rebound, Sarah Braun. Turned right to the defense. Surprise. Didn't hit the basketball that time, though. So they hand it over to Emma Wolf and over the timeline. In the corner to Kanapke. Back to Emma Wolf. Throws it to Sarah Braun in the opposite corner. She stops, pops about an 8-footer. It rims around and pops back out. Rebound, Savannah Denning. Gets it forward to Urbanski. Urbanski throws it over the top, and timeout called. Gina Hurlmeyer says, nope, I don't like what I see here, so let's take a 30-second break ourselves. You're listening to 106.3 FM, WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM, WRDI, Napanee, Michiana.
Here's a money-saving tip from Momper, the #1 name in insulation since 1956. Exposed attic ceiling joists and ductwork, or new snow that quickly melts off your roof, means you need to add insulation. We'll fill empty sidewall cavities with insulation, even through masonry, aluminum, or vinyl siding with no unsightly holes. Plus, we'll seal your crawl space with urethane foam for a total insulation package. Call Momper now for a free, no-obligation energy analysis of your home.
Help support your Catholic parish or school and help yourself in the process with Notre Dame's Federal Credit Union Elevate program. Call Elevate at 844-230-6611 or visit them online at NotreDameElevate.com to learn more. Mishawaka Marian has the basketball, throws it over the top. Emma Wolf says thank you very much, picks it off. She's got one to beat, tries to throw it to the right side. Good defense, good hustle by Savannah Denning. And she got her fingertips to the rock and slapped it out of bounds.
Mishawaka had 6 turnovers in the entire first half, and they have 5 here in the second half. Bishop Luers' defense has been very, very good here in the second half.
Luers up by 3 and the basketball, 35-32. They get it inside to Kayla Kanapke. She throws in a little extra pass, and they're playing a little handoff inside. Finally, Kayla says, I'm going to shoot this thing. She puts it up. It's no good. Anijah Payne pulled the rebound down. They get it forward to Urbanski. Urbanski just charges into 4 white uniforms. Nobody slows her down. She puts it up and in.
That's her first basket since halftime, and they need her if they want to win this game.
35-34 quickly. Grace Everett with a shot up. No good, and she is fouled on the play as the Knights tried to push the ball up the floor. They did successfully, but couldn't quite finish. So at 6:24, Bishop Luers with a 1-point lead, 35-34, and free throws forthcoming.
Grace Everett's first 2 free throws. The first one's perfect.
Anijah Payne guilty of that personal foul. That's her 4th of the ball game. And she's quickly going to have a seat by Coach Gale.
That'll hurt their rebounding, won't it, Kenny?
Michaela Weaver checks back into the ball game after not getting any time the first half. She's getting a lot of playing time second half. And the second free throw is good. 37-34 now. And a token full court press.
Oh, close to traveling.
And it worked.
Another turnover by Mishawaka.
So a little bit of a different look about every other time down the floor has rattled Mishawaka to the point where they're turning it over enough where the Knights of Bishop Luers have a 3-point lead, 37-34.
That's what happens when you have a young team, and Luers has taken advantage of the youth of Mishawaka right now.
Catherine Kanapke gets it over to Kayla. Kayla buried in the corner. She gets it to Bradley. Bradley spins. She's double teamed, puts it up. It was an ugly one. Rebound. Mikesell. Mikesell gets to Urbanski. Urbanski just finds
Boy,
the
she's
way
a
to
scorer,
Emma
isn't she?
Wolf puts it up and in. So 37-36. Emma Wolf says, you can do that, I can do that. Puts up a floater, hits the floor, blocking call. Shot no good. Emma Wolf will get 2 free throws.
Important.
Kenny, she gives up a basket. I think she just gets determined and says, I'll get that back.
Very important. That's 17 fouls on Mishawaka Marian, so Luers will be shooting 1-1 the rest of the game.
This should be a 2-shot foul as she was trying to put up a floater. First one, kind of a line drive, not typical of Emma, but it went in. And sometimes this time of the game, your legs are a little bit tired.
Emma has 14 points. 8 since halftime, now 9 since halftime.
Second one's a little bit better form out of what we're used to seeing out of her. 39-36, 3-point lead. And Mishawaka Marian gets it over the timeline, breaks the press nicely. Shot put up, defense got back. Weaver put it up. She's fouled on the way up. So they had a 2-on-1. They got it to the exact person they needed to and drew the foul on Bishop Luers. It was on Bradley, who was hanging out back there, Taylor Bradley. Her second of the ball game. Bishop Luers' 5th foul of the half. So, Michaela Weaver shooting a pair of free throws. Freshman puts it up, rims out, no good. 5:38 on the clock here, and we got us a nice ball game. 39-36 the score. Bishop Luers up by 3.
Free throw shooting will be key down the stretch when the game is this close.
Second one's a knuckleball, but it finds the way, so it's a 2-point, 1-possession ball game here. 5:36. The basketball's in the corner. Kayla Kanapke drives. Nobody slows her down. Oh! And Weaver picked up on the help side defense and got what I thought was all ball. But the referee was right there on the spot, and he called the foul. her second foul of the ball game, team's 8th. Again, it won't matter because she was fouled in the act of shooting, so Kayla Kanapke, the senior, walks up, rims around, and finds its way through. 40-37 your score.
Kenny, she's been very quiet. She has a 3 in the second quarter, and that was her only points until now. But Kayla Kanapke has done other things that's helped Bishop Luers all night.
Made the second free throw, and here comes the full court press. We got 2, they got 3, so it should be easy to get the basketball around. We're going to pick them up at half court.
Oh, nice teamwork there.
Nice bounce pass.
That's the way to beat a press.
That's an absolute picture-perfect way to beat the press. Counter for Taylor Wright. And quickly down the floor the other way. The Knights put it up. No good. The Knights rebound it. Mishawaka Marian comes down with the basketball. Almost lost it. She does. It's going to just spiral.
Another turnover, a little too quick. Luers likes to get up and down the floor, and Mishawaka Marian can run, but they've been a little out of control the entire game.
Greta Meixel looked like she just lost the handle of the last 2 dribbles and just kind of got away from her. Good idea, just couldn't quite execute. 41-39, Bishop Luers on top by 2, 5:09, and here come Bishop Luers Knights. There we go, dump it down in the corner. 3 on the way. Do good, rebound, Priller charges up the floor and then slows down, let everybody catch up with things. Kind of a floater over the top to Meixel. Meixel in between the circles, floats to the left side, fakes a shot, gives it to Urbanski. Urbanski drives inside, kicks it back out. Round the shell. Weaver, 3, no good.
Good rebound by Kanapke. I thought she got fouled there.
Got it taken away from her. Urbanski, a 3 from the opposite corner. Bang!
They just took the lead back, Kenny.
42-41. Mishawaka Marian up by 1. Emma Wolf brings it over the timeline, floats to the right side. The double team is sneaking up on her, and the timeout called this time by Bishop Luers. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a 1-minute break ourselves. You're listening to Redeemer Radio 106.3 FM, WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM, WRDI, Napanee, Michiana. Welcome home to your family of faith.
You can help support your Catholic parish or school with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Elevate program. You'll not only enjoy excellent personal service and save money with your new loan or credit card, you'll also be giving money back to the participating parish or school you care about. Let Notre Dame Federal Credit Union elevate all participating parishes or schools. Elevate can be reached at 844-230-6611 or visit us online at ndelevate.com. Independent from the university.
Are you looking for an orthopedic specialist? Ortho Northeast has been serving the community for over 50 years with offices in 3 convenient locations. Look for the location nearest you. Dr. John Pritchard is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon with 20 years of experience with OME and can assist you with the best treatment plan for your knee or shoulder pain. Dr. John Pritchard is looking forward to meeting you and helping with all orthopedic needs. Call Dr. Pritchard at 260-484-8551 or visit the web at www.orthone.com.
We're back at Bishop Luers High School where the Bishop Luers Knights down by 1, 42-41, 4:25 on the clock, and they have the rock, and they flipped it into Emma Wolf.
A 1-2-2 zone by Mishawaka Marian.
She flips it over the top to Grace Everett. Grace gives it to Bradley. Bradley is way uncharacteristically out high left wing. They're trying to bring somebody out of the middle, I think. Gives it to Kanapke. They're playing pitch and catch on the outside. Sarah Braun, Kayla Kanapke, top of the key, Emma Wolf. They double team her immediately. They flip it over the other side to Grace Everett. Grace dribbles it 2 or 3 times and finds Kayla Kanapke, who is coming around to the top of the key. Back over to Everett. Everett, one bounce, and here comes the defense. That's the old dribble of ignorance. Bounce it one time with nothing to do with it. And they got Kanapke open in the corner.
Nice pass.
Entry pass into Bradley.
That's a big play, Kenny. Another big play by Taylor Bradley.
Count it, 43-42. Now your score. She is fouled by, I believe, Michaela Weaver. Yes, that's her 3rd of the ball game. So the interior players are getting into some foul trouble. Payne comes back into the lineup. She's got 4. The good-looking freshman for Mishawaka Marian. And Weaver will sit down. So they got to save somebody for the inside. They got 3:41 to go yet. Bradley, eyes, flies, no
she has
good.
11 points,
Rebound,
but Luers got the rebound. That's a big one.
Count it. So it's a 4-point trip down the floor for the Bishop Luers Knights.
Sarah Braun does all the dirty work for Luers, and that was a big play there. Big rebound.
45-42 now your score. They pick up the basketball, have to throw it over the top to Priller. Priller down to Urbanski. Urbanski, 13-footer left
Boy,
side.
she just never misses.
Count it for Urbanski. 44. Timeout on the floor this time by Mishawaka Marian. And that gives us a chance to take a 30-second break ourselves. So you're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM WRDI Napanee, Michiana. Welcome home to your family of faith.
Hello, I'm Tom Steele with Tom Steele Tire and Auto Repair, a family-owned business for over 35 years. We carry all major brands of new tires as well as a large selection of quality used tires to save you money. We do all types of auto repairs, be it brakes, alignment, or just fix your air conditioning. Tom Steele Tire, North Clinton or Illinois Road. Give us a try. You'll be glad you did.
We're back at Bishop Luers High School. 3:20 on the clock, fourth period action, and the Bishop Luers Knights are up by 1, 45-44. I'm going to make a mental note, Bob, at that 3:30 mark. The offensive rebound on the missed free throw and put back up turned that into a 4-point play for the Bishop. Or was that a 5-point play? No, she missed the front end of that, too. So.
Yes, Sarah Braun, though, but as you mentioned, she has 5 points, and that was a big play. Taylor Bradley's doing a real nice job when Luers gets the ball inside. She has 11. Emma Wolf is 16. Luers has got to find an answer for Megan Urbanski. She has 19 points, but here comes Luers, and they need to take care of the ball here, Kenny, and get another bucket.
Well, Kanapke brought the basketball up the floor. Wolf with 3.
That's the way to do it, isn't it?
And that's exactly what
Boy, is that easy when Emma Wolf's shooting the ball. She's got 19 and great range and ice water in her veins.
Interesting move by Coach Pixley. Wolf didn't bring the basketball up that time and tried to get her lost, and it worked, got an open look. Round and shell they go. Urbanski's thinking about it, guarded by Wolf. 2 dribbles, kicks it to the right side over to Priller. Priller finds Michael. Michael over on right corner. He gives it to Payne. Payne finds Priller. Priller hands it off to
nice defense by Bishop Luers again.
Denning. Everybody touched the basketball, including Bishop Luers Knights, who took it away from him. Emma Wolf brings it over the timeline. Coach Pixler is giving the motion offense move. You don't want to burn up some clock here. You're up by 4.
If Mishawaka fouls, Luers going to get 2 shots the rest of the way.
And I think they're going to foul pretty quickly because they are getting out there and getting it well until they give it back to Wolf.
You don't want to foul Emma Wolf, I wouldn't think.
Over the top, they throw it over to Grace Everett. Grace Everett bounce pass into Braun. Braun throws it to Taylor. She's outside the 3-point line. And around the shell they go. Kayla Kanapke over the top to Wolf. Wolf fakes a 3. Nope, now she puts it up. Count it.
Boy,
she's finding the
I'll
range.
tell you, she makes this game look so easy, Kenny.
51-44 inside 2 minutes. Mishawaka Marian's going to have to answer here, or it might be a little bit of trouble because Bishop Luers has put the ball in a little bit of a cooler. Not a deep freeze, but a cooler.
Emma Wolf with 22 points.
Urbanski flips it over to Priller. Priller hands it off to Michael. Michael drives the lane, puts it up. She's fouled on the way in. Bradley guilty of the personal foul there, so the clock will stop at 1:39. And Mishawaka Marian down by 6 and a chance to close it down to 4 if the clock is not ticking. The ideal situation for a team who is behind.
Greta Michael is 2 out of 4 from the foul line. She has 4 points, and these are key. Problem is Mishawaka Marian, their next foul is going to send Luers to the foul line twice.
First one's good. Cuts it down to a 6-point lead, 51-45. 139 on the clock. And Priller down, Denning up for Mishawaka. Second free throw is up. Bring Brain goes through. Count it. 51-46, 1:39 to go. No pressure. They're going to pick them up right at half court. Roby's going to pick up Wolf. Wolf gets it inside to Bradley. Bradley kicks it out to Kanapke. Kanapke backs up, actually looks for somebody. She finds Grace Everett sneaking around the top. Grace still has the basketball.
Nice pass.
Turn Everett, and they lost control of it. And Mishawaka comes out of the pack with it. 119, 118 and counting. Quickly down the floor.
They're going to look for Urbanski.
Urbanski, right side. Bang, hit the iron, no good. Rebound, another one. Fought for, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow points to Mishawaka.
Kenny, that was close, wasn't it? That ball goes in, and we're down to a 2-point game. Urbanski had a real good look, and that 3 ball just kicked out.
Denning turned the basketball in.
Another turnover.
Fired it out of bounds, and nobody touched it. So turnover, Mishawaka Marian, not a good time to do that.
Again, 6 turnovers in the first half and 9 here in the second half, and the turnovers have really killed Mishawaka Marian.
Coach Earl Meyer says, get down here. We want to run the press. So Bishop Luers don't have anybody really to throw it into, and a timeout called by Coach Pixley. He saw the trouble. Two of his players were just kind of hovering down the offensive end of the floor, so he saved a possession and stopped play there. So we're going to take a quick 30-second break, too. You're listening to 106.3 FM, WRDF Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM, WRDI Napanee, Michiana.
When you're looking for a bank to call home, it's hard to know where to turn. So many offer the same products, services, and rates. So why choose First Federal Bank? Well, at First Federal Bank, we're more than just a bank. We're your partner, friend, and neighbor. And just like you, we're proud to call this community home. By empowering our employees to make local decisions, we're investing in our community, one customer at a time. That's what makes us better together. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Bishop Luers High School. We got us a close one, 51-46. The Knights of Bishop Luers ahead of the Knights of Mishawaka Marian. 1:10 on the clock, fourth period action. Full court press. Bishop Luers has the basketball, looking for somebody to get it into. Bounce pass to Emma Wolf. Gets it right back to Sarah Braun, who triggered the basketball in, and she is fouled on the way down the floor. Burned up 3 seconds is all. A little bit of Jim Valvano action. They're going to hope that Bishop Luers misses some free throws and keep themselves in the ball game at the same time.
Luers is...
Everybody's trying to decide who's making some substitutions. Okay, and here comes the changes in the lineup. Urbanski and Kriller back in the lineup, and that's the defense for offense change.
Luers has made 15 out of 25 free throws. Sarah Braun has 5 points. She's 1 out of 2 from the foul line, and these are big free throws with 1:07 left.
Madison Jennings over at the scorer's table checking in for, let's see who heads off the floor. Taylor Bradley, interesting move. Looking for speed defensively there, I think, Bob.
Good defense and ball handlers when they get the ball back.
And the senior throws up the second free throw and rattles around, no good. Tip, pulled out of there by Mishawaka Marian.
2 big misses by Bishop Luers.
Mikesel quickly down the floor, slings it up, no good. Rebound, pull out of there, Madison Jennings. She gets over headed to the timeline and is fouled about 55 feet away from the basket. With 55.5 to go on the clock. It's still a 5-point game, 51-46. Mishawaka Marian got it down the floor quick. It got a decent shot. It just didn't go. And the rebound was pulled out there by Bishop Luers. So Madison Jennings to the free throw line.
Luers is 6 out of 11 here in the fourth quarter. And I know Coach Pixley cannot be happy with the missed free throws right now.
And the first one was a brick, so Madison's going to try to clean the second one up a little bit better. Nope, it's no good either. So the foul and hope is working. The missing of the foul shots is working quickly. Mishawaka Marian down basketball. Roby has it.
Man-to-man by Bishop Luers.
To the top, she gets to Urbanski. Urbanski is going to drive into traffic. She puts it up, no good, and is fouled on the way in. 41.4 on the clock. And Megan Urbanski, the sophomore, you're going to hear about her statewide before this is all over with in her career at high school. Going to go to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. She was fouled by Sarah Braun, her third of the ball game. And Urbanski, as I brag about her, misses the first free throw.
She's 1 out of 2 from the foul line. She has 19 points.
41.4 on the clock.
The best Mishawaka Marian can do is be down 4 with 41 seconds if she makes this.
It's clean, so she is indeed down 4. I hand the ball to Emma Wolf. Emma's looking for somebody to clear, and she does. It is fouled immediately. Grace Everett got into the middle of the lane, and she is, I don't think she even got both feet on the ground, and she was fouled. So down to the other end of the floor we go, this time with 39.6 and a 4-point lead for the Bishop Luers Knights.
Again, a free throw shooting contest. Bishop Luers is up 4. There's 39.6 seconds. But Bishop Luers has got to make these free throws to get a little breathing room here.
And the first one is clean. Goes right through. Grace Everett with a nice free throw. That's on the 5'8". Listed as guard. She does more forward and sometimes some center work than anything.
She is 3 out of 3 from the foul line. And we jinxed her again, Kelly, but now they still have a 5-point lead.
Rebound Mishawaka Marian to get it to Roby. Roby tries to drive the baseline, runs into Big Bradley.
Another turnover is just killing Mishawaka.
Took it away from her and hands it off to Braun. Braun found Wolf. Foul on the play at 27.9. And I believe Emma Wolf will be going to the free throw line here. Urbanski guilty of that personal foul, trying to pick the pocket of Emma Wolf. And a timeout on the floor. And we will stay right here, but we will talk about our travel sponsor. And that is H&L Electric. They specialize in commercial electric needs for the business community. H&L Electric can handle the smallest to the largest projects for your business. Give Pete Henry a call, would you please? 260-357-0123. That's 260-357-0123.